my videos that you've seen about the oil and fuel for like two-stroke motors. Well, seeing as that I've got a number of powered gears, so like wood chipper, chainsaw, lawnmower, strimmer, hedge trimmer, things like that. And I needed a number of jerry cans. And I've got 6 jerry cans, 2 red for the two-stroke motors, 2 green for the straight fuel, and these are the 5-litre versions. And for the 20-litre versions, I've got 2 green ones as straight fuel, one of which is when I run low on the 5-litre ones, I can use that jerry can to fill up the 5-litre ones. The other 20-litre is just purely for the wood chipper, because the wood chipper has a 3.7-litre tank, and when I use that wood chipper at full throttle, putting a lot of stuff in, it does use a lot of fuel, and the tank does drain out rapidly, pretty much. So I just have a 20-litre can just for the chipper itself. So we're going to start with the 5 litres. So first of all is I've got 2 red ones just for my two-stroke powered equipment. So strimmer, hedge trimmer, chainsaw. Yes, they do go through quite a lot of fuel, hence why I've got 2 red jerry cans for them. So just put those back in. And then I'm not going to get the other green jerry can out, but I've got 2 green jerry cans, 5 litres. These are for my 4-stroke power equipment, so such as my cultivator, lawnmower, yeah, pretty much my lawnmower, cultivator, basically. Then my 20-litre jerry cans. They're hidden away anyway, but as I said earlier, one's for my 5 litres, one for my chipper. So let me show you. So I'm going to pan into the camera. There we go, that's the wood chipper there, but just in the corner over there are my 20-litre version jerry cans. They are quite weighty at the moment because they're full of fuel, but when it comes to actually using it, then it's quite handy to use. I didn't want to get another 20-litre can, but seeing as I've got a wood chipper now, I had to get a 20-litre version again, just for my most expensive and heaviest machine that I own now. It's also highly dangerous as well when it's in use. In fact, that's in another video why it's highly dangerous. I'm not going to tell you about it just yet. So I've got all this fuel stored just for my machinery, just to fill up those 2 jerry cans alone cost me nearly 60 quid, because there's 40 litres there, and add another 20 litres in fuel. You're probably looking at about, I don't know, another 20 quid on top of that. So you're looking at about 80 quid's worth of fuel. So it's quite a lot. So that's why I want to keep my fuel hidden so it doesn't get nicked. Hence why I've mentioned about my new black container. So that fuel is hidden. When I move my jerry cans, like between shed van, garage and van, wherever I take them, during daylight, I have them in my van or in a lockable area, so garage or shed. And if at night when I'm not using my gear and stuff, they get locked away anyway. Well, actually pretty close to neighbours, so if anybody hears anything, there is a camera out front anyway, so if like both where I'm now and my parents' place, when the stuff is stored away there, there's cameras, so anybody next to fuel or my gear got it on camera or whatever. But yeah, that's why I've got like so much fuel in these jerry cans. They're very handy to use, but really heavy to transport around when I need them for like. But only carry the jerry cans that I need to use if and when, particularly on a job. So let's say if I take my lawnmower, strimmer, leaf blower, right, two of those tools are 2 strokes and one of them is a 4-stroke, and so I'll take my 5 litre red and 5 litre green jerry can, and it's smaller, lighter, it's easy to use, and you can fuel into those tools when need to be. As regards to the chipper, if I do take that out on a job, I'll just take my 20 litre can out and use that if need to be. But the downside to that, when I'm decanting fuel into the tank of the chipper, some fuel does leak out of it, particularly where the opening is and the nozzle joins up. It leaks out of that. I know it's a little bit wasteful, but it happens, particularly when the jerry can is full. But yeah, I don't do it that often anyway. I think I've done it like twice now that I had to use my 20 litre jerry can. I've done it once with a 5 litre and that's so much easier, but I'm not going to get another 4 green jerry cans just for that. Just straight out of the 20 litre. And then when that jerry can is empty, I can take it to the fuel station, fill out. There we go again. But the tank on the chipper is nearly empty anyway, so I'll need to top it up soon, which will be fun. Anyway, but I'll use my chipper later anyway, this coming week, as well as my other tools. So I'll be taking my fuel with me. But anyway, that's it for today, guys. Anyway, we'll see you again soon.